Hey everyone, I'm back again. You don't get to see my face this week because I am having trouble recording this properly, but you will get to see what I'm working on. Um, if you remember last week, or last update rather, it wasn't the best time because I realized my tower defense idea wasn't quite going to work, and I was starting to move to more of a squad-based idea. Um, so let's just jump into a couple things that kind of work. Uh, One is the assembling of formations over here. Um, and I'm continuing to work on that. Basically, the next 2 weeks will for sure be spent making them attack, move, reform, become skirmishers when they're fighting, charge, just various wheeling, anything you can think of. It's going to be quite complex, but just getting the foundation correct for that will be a large part of the game. And the reason for the change is they'll be able to walk everywhere. The game will be a lot more walking and a lot more squads, and there still may be objectives like in the tower here in the middle, or fencing up here just for archers. There may be points that you can either capture or purchase to have this sum of the elements of a tower defense game mixed with a lot of squad-based combat. To give you an idea, like, let me drag. Actually, before we go into that, one thing, you see the wood fort up here with the background. That's almost finished art. The gate's missing a shadow, which I'll touch on later. And then the UI here is not final, but you can imagine if you purchase an upgrade, it would change, and the flag would upgrade with it. And then we'll do another upgrade, and then we'll go to stone. You notice the stone's missing the back. I don't want to show the next one. We'll keep the final upgrade, secret, but it gives you a good idea of what to expect. Then the types of problems. So in addition to formations, you may wonder, why am I stuck staring at the same map forever? It's because we're trying to finalize spacing and layout for everything to work in the game. And I'll actually be starting on a new map with the Illustrator this week, potentially 2 new maps. So a lot of like the quirks, the layering, the spacing, we're working out. A couple examples of like what that means. Let's take a look. I'm going to pull an image in on top of this. We can actually close this video. Pull this image in. This is kind of what the final base map looks like. I've enlarged it a little bit more. The map will now scroll when you play it on an iPad. It won't be a fixed width and height. So this area might be what you see on load, and the rest you would pan to. So what's changed about this? So like, this is basic. The castle's missing. Anything with height is missing. So I have to go in and work with the Illustrator to find out, like, let me pull in a quick example. In the top right here, you can see there's the castle has marble down here, or stone flooring, and there's a ramp up here, and it looks kind of it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look like, it looks like one thing pasted on top of another. So we have to work and make sure, he has to make these textures all look natural so that they will work on any level. So that's the kind of things he's working on right now. Another example of that is the gate shadow. And so the flooring, the shadow, all of that has to work on every level and be separate layers, separate textures, and whatnot. Working through that. And then the last thing is these ramps. You see one here, then the one we just talked about. I want to make, it was going to be a tower defense game, and the higher things were not accessible. And now, since it's squad movement, those things will become accessible. So for now, we just put in some quick ramps. That might look a little more natural and part of the real environment in a potential revision down the road, but it gives you an idea of squads will be down here. They'll be able to move up, up to this area, and they would have protection from someone over here. So a good place to put archers or whatever. Anyway, so finishing up levels with the Illustrator, starting new levels, and then trying to really finish and iron out what a formation is and what it's capable of. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.